Welcome to Brindavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, slokas, songs, Divyadesa Pasarams, and much more. Namaskaram Uttama Bhagavatas. Today we will enjoy the Arthanubhavam of Vishnu Sahasranamam Slokam 94 in our Ayiram Namangal, Ayiram Gunangal series. रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं श्रीशैलेशदयापात्रं दीपत्यादिगुणात्मकं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्यजामातरं मुनिम्
विहाय सगतिर्ज्योतिस्सुरुचिर्हुतभुग्विभुः रविर्विरोचनः सूर्यः सविता रविलोचनः.
The first Nama in Slokam 94 is Vihayasa Gatihi. It is through him and because of him that those who are in the final step of reaching his abode get moksha and reach Paramapadam. So he is the only reason for one getting moksha. He himself has said that in Bhagavad Gita, after you enjoy the worldly pleasures, you will meditate upon me and then reach my abode and live there. That is, he will give moksham and we will be there in eternal bliss with Bhagavan. The Nama is Vihayasa Gataye Namaha. Nammalvar in Thiruvaimozhi 10.6.5 sings that's how Bhagavan cleanses and takes people with him. வானேர வழி தந்த வாட்டாற்றான் பணிவகையே நானேறப் பெறுகின்றேன் நரகத்தை நகுநெஞ்சே தேனேறும் மலத்துவளம் திகழ்பாதன் செழும் பறவை ஏறித்தான் எரித்திரிவான தாளினையன் தலைமேலே. The second Nama we'll see is Jyotihi. He is the guiding light in the first step of the pathway to Paramapadam. Without that light, we can never go anywhere. He is the Jyoti. Nama is Jyotishe Namaha. The next Nama we'll see is Suruchihi. He creates a day that becomes bright by the rising sunlight. We already saw that how his brilliance gives a very small part of his brilliance becomes daylight. So in the Archiradi pathway to reach Paramapadam, daylight is the second step. First, he is the guiding light. Then he is the daylight or the brightness becomes the second step. The Archiradi pathway. Hutabuk Vibhuhu is the next Nama. He is a Shukla Paksha moon. What is a Shukla Paksha moon? It is the 15 days from new moon or Amavasya to Paurnami. So this is the waxing moon, when the moon becomes brighter and brighter till the Paurnami day, which is full moon. The Shukla Paksha moon is the third step in the Archiradi pathway to Paramapadam. We already saw how he has created step-by-step process or pathway for us to go to Paramapadam, to reach his abode and enjoy eternal bliss with him. Nama is Hutabhug Vibhave Namaha. Ravihi is the next Nama. He is the Uttarayanam when the path of the sun transitions from south to the north. So that is the northern solstice of the sun. This is the fourth step in the Archiradi pathway to Paramapadam. So the sun moving north is called Uttarayanam. The sun moving towards the south is called Dakshinayanam. Nama is Ravaye Namaha. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 21, Lord Krishna says, I am amongst the 12 sons of Aditi. I am Vishnu. Amongst the luminous objects, I am the sun. And know me to be Marichi among the Marus and the moon amongst the stars in the night sky. So I am all of that. So I am the son of Aditi, so I am Vishnu, and so I am the luminous object, so I am the sun. He says, Adityanam aham Vishnur Jyotisham Ravi Anchuman Marichir Marutam Asmi Nakshatranam aham Shashi. Shashi is moon. He says, I am the moon among the stars in the night sky. Virochanaha is the next nama. He represents the time. He is also the Kalan. So the time the sun is riding his chariot in the northern and southern directions is called Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. So since Bhagavan represents that movement of the sun, he is Virochanaha. Nama is Virochanaya Namaha. Suryaha is the next Nama. He is the creator of the winds where things move. So how does anything move in the world? We can feel the wind and things are blown or things move because of the wind, whether it be the tree or it be a huge object. Wind is the sixth step in the Archiradi pathway to Paramapada. So he is the wind and so he is Suryaha. Suryaya Namaha is the Nama. Now we see Savita, the next Nama. He makes the sun shine and creates rain that makes the crop grow. So that is a water cycle which we have all seen and learned. And the sun is very essential for this to happen and the crops to grow. So the heat of the sun evaporates the water and then the rain comes which makes the crops grow. So that sunshine or the sun is the seventh step in the Archiradi pathway to Paramapadam. Nama is Savitaya Namaha. Ravilochanaha is the last Nama in Slokam 94. The moon, lightning, Indra and wind shine due to the sun rays. Otherwise they have no brightness of their own. They all depend on the sun. All the three together are taken in this Nama and form the 8th, 9th and 10th steps of the Archiradi pathway to ascend Paramapada. That is, to reach Bhagavan's abode. So all the three are together are called Ravilochanaha. So the Nama is Ravilochanaya Namaha. Nammalvar in Tiruvaimozhi 10.9.1 to 10.9.10, that is the last Padigam, last but one Padigam, he describes how the one reaches Bhagavan. It is totally dedicated to see how the muktas or the liberated ones reach Bhagavan through the Archiradi pathway, and they are all received with grandeur, very happily, very joyous occasion, with celestial instruments, musics and flower garlands and dances, and eventually are given Bhagavan Sriman Narayana's enchanting vision, and they climb on his Paramapadasanam to enjoy him eternally and stay in Paramapadam in everlasting bliss. So that is a very beautiful Padigam. That is Padigam is 10 songs. So those 10 songs, Sur Vishamba Padigam, is very beautiful. It's very nice to enjoy. It shows the grandeur of what happens when one reaches Paramapadam. There's a very beautiful picture which shows how one, after attaining mukti, passes through the Viraja Nadi and has the Virajasnanam and then reach Bhagavan's abode or Paramapadam through the Archiradi pathway. Nammalvai Thiruvaimozhi 10.9.1 Sur Vishamba Padigam. When a mukta reaches Paramapadam, it is a great welcoming for him. And how Bhagavan welcomes the good people or the muktas or the liberated ones with all his celestial instruments and dancers, and there's lots of flowers which is offered to him. Everything happens to him. It's so beautiful. We will just see the first two pasarams of the Padigam. Of the 10 songs, we just see the first two, which is really beautiful. Sur Visumbani Mugil Turiyam Murakina Ar Kadal Alaithirai Kaiyeduthaadina Eel Polilum Valamendhiya Ennappan Vaalpugar Naranan Thamarai Kandu Vande. That is, there were lots of celestial instruments which were played. And the Kadal Alaithirai, because Bhagavan in Paramapadam is in the Milky Ocean. So the Kadal, that is the waves, went so high and they were dancing on seeing the Bhakta. All this belongs to Narayanan. And when they see this devotee or this Bhakta, everything started dancing. Narayanan Thamarai Kandu Vande Nannir Mugil Purana Porkudam Purittadu Uyarvennil Neerani Kadalgal Nindraartana Nedivaram Thoranam Niraithu Engum Toluthanar Ulage. Says everybody was very happy. Purana Porkudam. So what is given, the Purna Kumbha reception, when very important people are coming or very great scholars are coming. So that type of welcoming is given. And that Purana Porkudam, it was so bright, in the wind, in the air. And Neduvarai Thoranam, there was all flower beds which were arranged all over. And all of the people in Paramapadam were. To summarize Slokam 94, it is through him and because of him, those who are the final step of reaching his abode get moksha and reach Paramapadam. He is the guiding light and the first step of the pathway to Paramapadam or the Archiradi pathway. He creates a day that becomes bright by rising sunlight, and sunlight is the second step in the Archiradi pathway. He is the Shukla Paksha moon, or the 15 days from new moon to or Amavasya to Paurnami. The Shukla Paksham is the third step in the Archiradi pathway. He is the Uttarayanam when the path of sun transitions towards the north. And this transition from the south to the north is a fourth step in the Archiradi pathway. He represents the time the sun is riding in his chariot in the northern and southern directions, which is the Uttarayana and the Dakshinayana. When the sun is going north, it is called Uttarayana. Going south is called Dakshinayana. He is the creator of the wind where things move. Wind is the sixth step in the Archiradi pathway. He makes the sun shine and creates rain, which in turn, when it falls on the ground, makes the crop to grow. This is the seventh step in the Archiradi pathway. The moonlight, Indra, and wind shine due to the sun rays. All these three are together taken as the 8th, 9th and 10th steps of the Archiradi pathway. So this Padigam or this Slokam is basically tells us about the pathway to Parampara. This brings us to end of Slokam 94. See you all at 95.